Good morning, Westmont. I'm Josh Miller, and for the last time, I'm saying to you, live from Studio 1 at WHHS, this is Westy Minutes for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2008.
Good morning, Westmont, and welcome to this Tuesday edition of Westy Minutes. I'm Stephen Leggett. Throughout the year, many people have asked us how our show is put together. Over the past few weeks, we have put together a short segment on what really happens. Let's take a look.
Few people notice a small door off to the right on your way into the LGI. This is our television production studio, also where all the magic of Westy Minutes happens. We got Josh Miller coming in. Let's take a look inside. Inside the studio, you'll find that it's actually a little bit smaller than it appears to be on television. This is the main newsroom with our studio, the desk. Mariana's over here looking up some interesting news stories for the day. Over here is our news desk. Behind the cameras, our weather center off to the right, news desk on the left. And as you can imagine, television takes a lot of lighting, and we have plenty of that. Very bright. Steve wants to follow me over here. These are the microphones that our anchors wear. Take a seat back here. As I said, these are the microphones that our anchors wear, and each one of our anchors, has a wireless headset piece that they wear during the show in their ear that enables us to talk to them in the back, the director, to tell them if maybe there's a change in the script of what's happening, or if there is a camera down, or if maybe they're looking at the wrong camera, or switching something up, as I said before. Anything. Let's take a look in the back. As you can see, this is our main control room in the back. It's usually very dark whenever we first start. Whenever we keep it dark, it's easier for us to see what's happening back here and what's happening out there, but for the time being, I'm going to turn on some lights. Over here is our main camera operator, Joey Green.
Hey, how's it going?
This over here is Ryan Lombardi, who's filling in for Justin Lober, who usually is the technical director, which is the name for the person who switches the cameras. Also over here, you'll find Mr. Tyler Fleck, who is our graphics operator and also our sound man. From this computer here, we run the graphics. Over here is what the school sees for weather graphics, and this here is basically just our prop graphics, as you could say, and it's also a backup graphics. What is seen on this monitor is also seen on the monitor in the weather center. This middle TV is our live feed. What we see on there is what goes to the school. This over here is our text we put on the screen. As you can see, our titles, the Westy Minutes, the anchors' names, and credits. As I said, this board over here switches all the cameras, everything we see there. Down here is the soundboard where we control all the sound and audio for the show. Down here is where our tape deck operator and other media controller for DVDs and whatnot, Luke Gonzalez, sits in the morning, operates the tape decks, which record our show every morning, and also the music for the show. And also down here is a couple other pieces of equipment that enable us to broadcast to you over our cable network here at school. And now that we've given you the tour of what happens here, let's see what a real show looks like.
All right, and thanks to Josh for putting that together. The final exam schedule is as follows. Block 4 is today at 1:15, and blocks 1 and 3 are tomorrow starting at 7:50. Your block 2 final will be on Thursday starting at 7:50 as well. Students, if you have any medication in the nurse's office, please stop and pick them up before the end of the year. And students, don't forget to stop in the library and pick up your summer reading books. And congratulations to next year's National Honor Society officers. President Brett Karen, Vice President John Livingston, Secretary Brad Schroeder, Treasurer Zach Evans, and Executive Officers Ashley Eyre, Alexa Epplett, Shauna Hetrick, Abby Motley, and Mike Varga. All junior members and officers should stop by Mrs. McNair's room this week. Phone numbers and email addresses are needed. And now we're going to send it over to Jim with a check of your Westy Minutes weather forecast. Jim?
Good day, everybody. I'm Jim Burton, filling in today with your Westy weather, and we are going to have a steamy weekend coming up. Congratulations to all you seniors and everybody else getting out of school today. Good chance of a thunderstorm moving in later on. Temperatures popping over 80 degrees overnight. More showers and thunderstorms, and some of them could pack a punch. We could see heavy winds and and even heavy downpours likely overnight. Same holds true for tomorrow. A lot of thunderstorm activity heading in. Threat of tornadoes from Toledo and Dayton, Ohio back to the west. We'll have to watch for the possibility of severe weather moving our way tomorrow. But for now, strong thunderstorms a possibility, just basically rain and wind to look out for. And the entire East Coast under the threat of some wet weather now. Latest Doppler radar shows rain moving toward Clarion and Butler and toward greater Pittsburgh. That line moving in slowly. It'll eventually get here, so any sunshine we have early today fading behind clouds, showers and thunderstorms on the way, and there's a heavier batch of storms staying well to our south. Down around Kentucky and Tennessee, that will affect us overnight tonight and into tomorrow. That's a look at radar. Here's your forecast. Thunderstorms a good possibility today, tonight, and tomorrow. Some of them tomorrow could rock and roll with heavy downpours, gusting winds over 60 miles per hour, even some small hail. As we move into Friday, though, things look pretty good, mostly sunny. It is going to get hot and steamy. There's a slight chance of a thunderstorm over the weekend. However, most of the day should be rain-free Saturday and into Sunday. And once again, graduation on Thursday. You shall sweat. 88 degrees, warm and humid. That's your Westy weather.
All right, thanks, Jim. That was definitely pretty sweet. We appreciate you taking your time to come here and do this today. And before we go, I'd lastly like to thank everyone who made this show possible, including you, the viewers, the cast, and the crew. And Josh, before you leave, do you think your college professors next year are going to allow you to be a little late for class? Because I have a feeling that the crew for next year isn't quite going to be able to meet your expectations.
Well, you know what, Steve? I can definitely try and work something out.
All right, that'd be great. That's going to do it for this year. I'll be back next year with Amanda, Keegan, Matt, and Christina. I'm Stephen Leggett, and on behalf of everyone here at Westy Minutes, have a safe and happy summer.